coterminal angles in radians. All right, so we talked about coterminal angles in degrees. We had said before with degrees, right here, that we could add or subtract multiples of 360 from an angle to find coterminal angles. And that same exact logic is going to apply for radians. We know that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians, right? That's one revolution. One revolution. So to find coterminal angles in radians, we can add or subtract multiples of 2 pi. So here's where I want you to start getting a little good at some mental math, some fraction mental math. All right, because this is gonna have, you're gonna be doing a lot of adding and subtracting of 2 pi's. And a really easy way to do this is to make 2 pi into a fraction in your head. And it's so simple because it's just 2 times the denominator pi over the denominator. If the denominator thing makes it harder to understand, it's 2 times, let me make this magic of the magic of doing this on an iPad, duplicate. Whatever you put in this box, oops, red, bad color. Whatever you put in this box, same thing you put in this box, right? Turn that back to my red pointer. So 8 pi over 4, that's 2 pi. 16 pi over 8, that's 2 pi. 12 pi over 6, that's 2 pi. The numerator is twice the denominator, and then we add a little pi on there. Right? So that's really, really important. We need to be able to find angles that are between 0 and 2 pi. And we're going to be looking at 2 pi with respect to whatever denominator we see. We'll talk about C in a second, but whatever denominator we see. So for this first one, A, 14 pi over 3, we're looking for angles between 0 and, instead of 2 pi, we're going to write this as the denominator is 3, so 6 pi over 3. So we want an angle that is between 0 pi over 3, you could say, 0 pi over 3, and 6 pi over 3. 14 pi over 3 is too big. 14 is big. So we need to start subtracting 2 pi's. So we do 14 pi over 3. We subtract 2 pi, but instead of 2 pi, we're going to do 6 pi over 3 because this is easy to subtract because they have the same denominator. 14 minus 6 is going to be 8. So this is 8 pi over 3. We ask ourselves the question, is 8 pi over 3 between 0 pi over 3 and 6 pi over 3? It's not, right? 8 pi over 3 is bigger than 6 pi, so we need to keep going. So we'll just keep playing this game. We'll do 8 pi over 3, and we'll subtract another 2 pi. And you get 2 pi over 3, which is definitely between 0 pi over 3 and 6 pi over 3. You're just looking at this number, right? 2 is between 0 and 6. When I said 8 wasn't between these, 8 is not between 0 and 6. It's greater than this. 14 is not between 0 and 6. But 2 pi, 2 is, and that is our answer for that one. Like that. For this next one, I'm just going to delete this stuff over here. We're looking at denominators of 4. So between 0 pi over 4 and 8 pi over 4. This angle is negative, so that means we're going to need to be adding multiples of 2 pi. So we'll be adding, instead of 2 pi, we're doing 8 pi over 4. Making a note here, this is 2 pi. 8 pi over 4 is 2 pi. Negative 15 plus 8 is negative 7. So we have negative 7 pi over 4, which is still not in the range we need. So negative 7 pi over 4 we need to add another 8 pi over 4. -7 plus 8 is 1. 1 pi is just pi over 4. You could look at that as 1 pi over 4, and 1 is between 0 and 8. But the 1 is unnecessary, so I'm going to leave it off. Boom. Now, C doesn't have a denominator, and that actually makes it way easier. So -3 pi is clearly not between 0 and 2 pi, right? But if you just add 2 pi, it adds nicely. So just add 2 pi. Now you're at -pi, which is not between 0 and 2 pi. Right? It's not between 0 and 2 pi. So take -pi, add another 2 pi. You get pi. Boom. This makes a lot of sense, by the way, if you think about it. So -2 pi would be right a full circle, and then another -pi puts you right here, and that's the same exact angle. That's coterminal with half a circle, which is pi. All right, for the very last one, -29 pi over 12. We are looking at a denominator of 12 here, so we're looking between 0 pi over 12 and 24 pi over 12. So -29 pi over 12, we add 2 pi because it's negative. So that's adding 24 pi over 12. That gives us -5 pi over 12, which is not between 0 and 24. So we take that same one, -5 pi over 12, and we add 24 pi over 12. And then we get 19 pi over 12, which is between 0 and 24. 19 is between 0 and 24. Boom. There it is. All right, so I hope that helped a bit, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.